Hello, everybody. Welcome back to TCS. It is week 1, continuing with Division 2. No one else could have gotten that wrong. I am Chris with the K, and joined with me is KJ yet again. KJ, how are we feeling tonight?
Listen, after last night, I'm ready for just about anything because last night, if you didn't see it, you missed out on probably one of the greatest matches that you're going to see for this entire season.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, in terms of when we look back on the season, especially, highlight play is going to be almost that entire series. It was back and forth. It was a absolute cinema, I believe you said after the stream. And well, I'm hoping we can continue that tonight. We've got Aristos Panta going up against Hyperlaunch. It is Chrome Ace, Water Dragon, and Dark Oblivion going up against Kin, Chris, and that guy Meep. And I am very looking forward to seeing how all of these players play tonight, KJ.
Yeah, and we kind of talked about this on the desk a little bit. But I'm gonna get these guys in here because this match is like this is something that we're kind of looking forward to, and we really talked about this on the desk yesterday during the podcast, and we were very concerned as to what Hyperlaunch was going to be able to bring to the table, especially with all three of those players having very differing styles of play and how that would correlate and for them to be able to utilize it in threes. So this will be very interesting to see as we get into game number 1.
Absolutely, and right off the rip, Dark Oblivion's got it towards net, and he's up again. It's floating, and it's in off the bar. Dark Oblivion wastes no time. Almost Hyperlaunch, very on par for the name.
Yeah, I mean, good lord, what a shot from Dark Oblivion, able to take control of that ball, pop it off the ceiling. And I don't know how much people have actually talked to Flushy, but one of the things Flushy always recommends for people to do is to bang it off the ceiling because it's the hardest play to read as a defense.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, especially just trying to get up to it in time as well. Much harder to read from a defensive standpoint than when you are attacking. Kin lets that go into the midfield. Chrome Ace, he's got that out to the corner. Meep trying to keep it there, and he does a very good job of doing so. Chris, he'll have to take a 50. Low boost for Meep, but Kin bails him out. Chris now to extend it down the field. Water Dragon, he gets it infield. Ace, he doesn't have any shot that time. Meep still trying to get boost. Chris can't clear quite out yet. Hyperlaunch doing a very good job of locking in Aristos Panta.
Yeah, it's something that I'm kind of seeing already is Dark Oblivion going to put that shot on target. And that ball's going to go in based off of Water Dragon's power shot. And it is 2-0, Chris. And Hyperlaunch really starting to take control already just within the first minute.
Oh, absolutely. Aristos Panta, they just cannot find a solid clear every touch. They're trying to get it to their teammates, which is my ideal version. But against a team like this where it's just going to be shoved right down your throat, you just have to make space first. That's rule 1 before you can start the passing play. And right now, Water Dragon is exemplifying why you have to make space because he's not giving up any for free. Chris, long shot, just a little wide though. He's still got boost to go on it. This one's floating high on the back wall. It takes 2 to clear it. They're still continuing it. Great touch from Water Dragon. Chrome Ace on the shot, kind of weak. Chris out to the midfield, but Dark Oblivion will have it. No boost. Meep just to clear it. And Kin to transition it a little bit farther, but a double commit is going to burn a lot of boost that they did not have.
Yeah, and it's going to burn a lot of time as well, as that ball is going to find its way towards the net. But Chris, something I kind of noticed, the play is just a little bit faster than what it was last night. But the touches are 100% different. There's meaning behind every single touch from every single one of these players.
Oh, absolutely. And right now, I mean, every single touch that Hyperlaunch is making it's just clinical. They do not get beat on a 50. It feels like that's a wild miss, but Water Dragon, he's going to bail out his teammate. Meep back in field. He doesn't have it back, but he's got the bump, and that paves the way for Chris. Little off net, but Kin to keep it in. Meep, just no boost found, and I feel like that's been a very crucial problem for Aristos Panta trying to get anything started from their own half. They just can't get the resources to build any form of pressure, and it's a double fake. Oblivion gets it middle for Chrome Ace, and that's a 3-goal lead.
I just have one thing to say, and it is more annoyance than anything. But
yeah.
Where are they going? What a fake from Dark Oblivion, and a great goal secure, making that 3-0 lead, and Panta just having a whole heck of a difficult time being able to keep offensive pressure.
Oh, absolutely. And what was the one player Flushy said to look out for? It was none other than Dark Oblivion. This man, he is, I don't think as known for his ones play, but he is absolutely a demon on the field when it comes to it. Kin, he'll dunk the lights out of them right now and build some life for the Aristos Panta.
Yeah, and what's crazy is the person who Ken was able to get a dunk on, which was Dark Oblivion, that dark horse player, as we have so graciously, unofficially given him. But either way, it's nice to see a little bit of life coming back into from Panta. Hopefully they're able to keep that going and keep that transition from defense and be able to really make a push offensively.
Yeah, and right now, double commits are plaguing Aristos right now. It's not, I mean, it's game one. You know, always there's going to be some hiccups in a game one scenario, and I don't believe these players have played very much together or at all. I don't know. I think Chris and Kin might have just in scrims or playing, but it is a fresh face, and I think right now Hyperlaunch, it's a battle of dynamics. You got a fast team for Hyperlaunch, and Aristos Panta, they like to be a little more controlled with it, and so when they're not given the space to do so, it can make it a little bit more challenging on them.
Yeah, I mean, I 100% agree with that, and that's a shot that goes wide, and Dark Oblivion gonna find another goal for himself. That's 5 shots, and I mean, just looking at you can just tell where the pressure really is. Hyperlaunch has just been all over this Panther team, and I don't know if Panther can't find an answer for it, or at least get some sort of momentum. This could be a quick series.
Yeah, and well, you have to see what they come into game 2 like, because 4-1 down, it's not, you know, it's highly unlikely to get back into this one, but there is always room to build. I mean, they're breaking more into the opponent's half, which is good sight. That's a great pinch, but Meep with the save. And that's kind of what you want to do, is you want to be ready for anything they're going to throw at you. Water Dragon, he'll throw it from the ceiling. He doesn't care. He wants those stats to look good for the first week.
Yeah, Water Dragon getting himself a second goal in this one. And it's nice to see that everybody from Hyperlaunch getting involved between assists, shots, goals. Every single player on Hyperlaunch has a goal at this time. And I mean, it's nice to see that the wealth is being spread around.
Yeah, and it is something to note as well. Meep is also a floater. Normally it would be a Kitty Meow Meow playing in place, but scheduling issues arose kind of last minute for them. But we will have to see as that develops, as Hyperlaunch absolutely skyrocket into the win for the first game.
Yeah, I think, there's a telltale sign. The scoreline definitely matches here. It was just domination from the get-go from Hyperlaunch. 15 shots on net, and even though they only scored 5, they forced Panta to stay in their defensive half for so long in that game. And the one time that Panta was able to break free was a dunk from Ken with that only goal. And Panther, they got to find an answer. They've got to be able to break out of the defensive side, put some offensive pressure, look for some maybe defensive bumps and demos to try to open up that space that you had talked about earlier.
Yeah, and I definitely think that once you get, one game under your belt against a team that is coming out hot right out the gate, a lot of it gets a little bit easier after that. You know what to expect, If Aristos Panta able to maybe play a little bit more defensively, if they were more orientated toward that, then I could definitely see that going a different way in which, maybe they get him on an overcommit or something. And that could still be a viable option. You just have to watch the double commits. And that's going to come with the communication. That needs to be on lock if you're going to try to play that style. But it is game 2.
Yeah, and as we get game 2 underway, that's kind of one of those things, but Hyperlaunch wasting no time in starting off where they left off. An unfortunate double touch off the ceiling from Kin, but look who it is scoring first. Dark Oblivion yet again, and what a start for Hyperlaunch in this whole series.
Yeah, I think they've got a great gimmick going for them. Hyperlaunch, skyrocket right off the rip. They are definitely following the brand. Rico, listen, I don't know how he does it. He tends to get the worst draft picks in history and then goes and makes incredible teams with them. It is a phenomenon, and we cannot really tell you how it works, but it does work. And there's Chrome Ace off the pass from Oblivion. I mean, clinical.
I don't... He can't keep getting away with this.
Or can
he just can't. No, Rico can't keep getting away with this. just it's got to stop somewhere. The buck has got to stop somewhere. But either way, it's 2-0. And again, look at where Panta is finding themselves. They're able to break out into the offensive half, but for 10 seconds. It is not much. They just finally they're able to get at least a little bit of pressure on, but who's there? Who's there in the mid to be able to receive any sort of 50-50 that may go out to another team member? There's just nobody there.
Yeah. And the dynamic is definitely, I don't think anyone's typically playing bad. I just think that Hyperlaunch is really meeting them at the mark on every single ball. How many opportunities have Aristos Panta had where they're not met with some kind of opposition? Meep, he doesn't have the angle for it. He tries to play it back, but gets sandwiched in the process. Kin, he's got a shot. It's a bouncer, and it's gonna catch Oblivion off tempo, and that is gonna get him on the board much sooner now, and that's gonna build some good pressure for the rest of the game.
Hopefully that really starts to pick up the momentum, but as in the immortal words of Southpaw 41, what does nobody ever expect? A Spanish Inquisition, and that is just a great shot from Kid. Spanish Inquisition is a bounce shot, just in case you were wondering.
You never expect it. No, it's absolutely accurate for that type of shot. I mean, it throws off everything because you're expecting just a ripper to come through on net, and all of a sudden it's, 9 miles per hour in the back of it. Chris off the back wall. That's Kin in the middle, and that is a tied game.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we want to see. There was a triple commit there. Chrome trying to get back to that one, not able to make a touch off of the back wall. And great job by the rest of Panta to make sure to jump on that as soon as possible, because now we've got a tie game, and now we're back to 0-0.
Yeah, they're definitely finding their footing now, putting Hyperlaunch on the back foot, and halfway to go. Now they got to see him take a lead is the big shift change in this. But Dark Oblivion, he could just go the whole distance. Kid's going to shut that one down. But Chrome Ace on the side. He has another one. That's on target. But Meep with a great clear. Put it all the way back downfield. Don't try to take space with it. I don't think they're going to have much opportunity to do so against this team. So I definitely want to see them maybe beat the first man, play the long ball, and then collapse on them from there. Uncontested off the back wall. Very dangerous. Chris finds Meep. Meep gets it back to Chris. And, well, not a lot of boost. But still, they're making it work here. Aristos Panta, but I think both players bailed, seeing just the defense stacking up.
But yeah, and that's the thing, is sometimes you have to take that little bit of a risk. And I don't think Panta is really too willing to take that risk just yet. I mean, granted, there is still 153 left to go, but sometimes you just have to take the risk, and you know, maybe you'll reap the reward. You just never know what could happen.
Yeah, absolutely. And getting down under 2 minutes to go. Chris, he's trying to build something for the team right now. Gets one more 50. Meep waiting there. He's got Kinnan waiting, but Kin is not going to entertain that. 2 players challenging. We're letting that one drop to the ground. Water Dragon, that's a big miss. Oblivion comes in for the shot. It goes to the back wall. Kin, not the safest place, and Chris doesn't have a touch, but Water's not on target with it. And a little bit of miscommunication rotating back is going to get the ball all the way back downfield. Could build something here, but Water Dragon, huge and extending the play. I like what Aristos Panta has been doing. Kin has been on the back line, but it's not going to be enough here.
I was gonna do the suey thing, but I decided not to. I don't know if that's really a good time to do it, but what a shot from Chrome. He's able to put that just beneath the crossbar and out of Kin's reach. We're starting to see a lot more of that extended offensive pressure, but I think you're right. There is a communication issue in Dark Oblivion. Again, the second time that he's going to take advantage of a Kin misplay off of the backboard is going to put in the 4th goal for Panta. And I really think that there's a lot of miscommunication on the side of this on the side of this Panta team, as Hyperlaunch is going to take the lead 4-2. Good Lord, I cannot English today.
Well, I mean, it's quite unfortunate. A lot of these goals just hitting the back end of the player on Aristos Panta. But, I mean, how can you deny some of these plays? I mean, Chrome Ace following that one through. Water Dragon being there in support. They are putting on a show tonight. 5-2. I'm pretty sure it was 5-1 in game 1. So they are averaging 5 a game, which is by no means, you know, anything short of just greatness is all I can say.
It's incredible, and it shows the raw talent of this Hyperlaunch team. It's just, you know, how consistent are they with it? They have 2 games under their belt of 5 goals, but, you know, let's say next game they can't even put 1 in. Did they get all their scoring out in these 2 games?
Well, we will have to see. I do like the dynamic that Aristos Panta had this game. Kin definitely taking more of an approach on the back line, allowing Meep and Chris to maneuver it through the midfield, and it has worked out. They get one back in garbage time, but it's a good start. It's a good start to what they're trying to build. Unfortunately, they are in the task to reverse sweep, and given Hyperlaunch's success so far, I don't put my eggs in that basket quite yet.
I'm not going to put my eggs in that basket either, but there's a bit of a difference here, right? So even just taking a look at the actual what is this called? The stat lines. I'm telling you, English is hard today. Hyperlaunch with 13 shots. Yes, they had a lot of pressure, but that accuracy isn't quite there. Panta, on the other hand, 3 shots, 3 goals. So I think if they start being more consistent and keeping the offensive pressure going, I really think that, you know, they're shooting really, really well. I think if they're able to keep that offensive pressure going, removing players from the field, Kin gotta start seeing a lot more out of him. I know he was top of the leaderboard here, but go for those demos. Before this game even started, we saw him demoing the crap out of everybody. Did not matter who it was. Find those players that you can rotate out and demo and get out of the way. Put yourself in 3v2 situations, you'll find yourself winning games.
Absolutely. And you know what? There is one factor that hasn't really been brought yet, and that is the demo factor. We have not seen a lot of physicality among Aristos Panta. I mean, you got Kin trained hard in battles, scarred from Stoobs in 4-mans, and you just know the demos reap havoc when you play anyone remotely on that same course. So it is maybe something that they could try in this one, but Dark Oblivion's trying to hit double touches on them. And that dunk is going to sneak through, but Chris, aware and ready for it, can downfield. Chrome Ace at the midfield, completely uncontested, can do whatever he wants, but lack of boost. It's gonna just lob it away, see what they can build. Chris actually in a car change as well, see if that makes a difference. Oblivion to the midfield, but just a little too fast for Water Dragon.
We do have a car change. Just want to let you know, Chris has changed into the Dominus now, and from what I've seen when he was playing in FDL, the Dominus is a very strong car for him. He is very good with it, so we'll have to see if that has any effect on the gameplay. However, Chris, we have a record here.
Oh,
you know what that record is?
what's that?
We made it the first minute, and not a goal has been scored.
Well, you know what? That is improvement. Not really the improvement you want to see quite yet, but hey, any good news, any news is good news, kind of in this situation. But you know, the pressure is still very heavy on the side of Aristos Panta. They need to break out, and they do so here, even if it's just for a second. Water Dragon trying to carry that one out. Kin's gonna take a great 50 and push it a little bit farther, only met by Oblivion. With control, got the bump, rolls it around, but the defense ready for it. No one willing to commit. That's a pinch on net, Chris. Great save, but no one's for the follow-up.
No.
But it's off the post. Aristos Panta are getting away with murder right now.
Name a better defender, Chris. Name a better defender. I dare you.
I don't think I can.
Yeah, exactly. You can't. The greatest defender to ever play the game of Rocket League. I think there's more saves from a post and a crossbar than there is of an actual player, but still, we're starting to see a little bit of that physicality as Water Dragon bumps Kin. Panta has been demoed a couple times in this game so far, in this game 3. Haven't really seen Panta do it at all.
No, and we do have Dark Oblivion AFK in the midfield, and we are going to see if that is going to cause issues. It is not. Almost had to use our match admin feature, and in case anyone was wondering, we pause matches here for any disconnects. On the disconnect, whenever the player rejoins the lobby, we will just restart from kickoff to give everyone a fair playing field. And that is a big miss. Possibly the greatest opportunity that Aristos Panta had in this game, but no one wanting to just send it on that one. And they're right back in their half. It almost, you want to see a heat map for how it is, because it almost felt like 90% of the game so far, but they made it a minute 30 without getting scored, and Meepy's trying to crash the net. Oblivion to keep it out, but Kin, another shot, goes low. Water Dragon, not a great save. Follow through. Who's there? It's Chris, but it's a dunk, and it's rolling into the net.
So you missed it. I didn't. I'm really glad I saw it, because it's amazing that the person that scores that goal almost own goaled off of a doomsy dish and still is able to give Hyperlaunch the lead. And yes, Chrome Ace almost own goaled and then ends up scoring a beautiful dunk goal to take the lead with 1:20 left to go. And I don't know, Chris. This might be it.
I mean,
Caster curse, caster curse, caster curse.
One could
caster
only
curse.
hope. We love our series, especially for what we had yesterday. And, well, they have been held to 1, which is the good sign. Now, I want to say it was a lot of missed opportunities, but they have kept them to 1 regardless of how it played out. And they could keep it going. They only need 1 goal to change the course of this series. And it could happen, but it's going to happen soon. 30 seconds and not a lot of boost. It's got to be the name of the game for this whole series. I haven't seen Aristos Panta on boost yet.
Yeah, boost control has definitely been a part of Hyperlaunch's game. They have been able to maintain and continue stealing boost where they need it. making sure to leave it for their teammates in Dark Oblivion with a dirty, nasty little dribble, able to put a second goal in. And with 4 seconds left, Chris, dare
Yeah.
I say, bring out the broom. We have ourselves a sweep.
Yeah, unfortunately. Aristos Panta, the translation to Greek's best, will have to rise again another day as Hyperlaunch absolutely storm off with the win in this one. I mean, they didn't miss a beat. They didn't get their 5-goal average, but they did not miss a single step in their conquest. That was impressive for Hyperlaunch, and you know what? Flushy called it. That is the team that is going to be the dark horse. Dark Oblivion, I want to say, leading the charge. That man knows how to get wins, but I'm not going to take it away. Water Dragon, Chrome Ace, incredible performance from both of them. And you know